Welcome to Football Game Plan Scout Team. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and now that the 2021 NFL Draft is complete, let's take a look back and see how well these teams did this past April. With rookie minicamps done and the 90-man roster with the undrafted free agents locked in as they head into training camp, let's evaluate the entire class and hand out a grade. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Football Game Plan Scouting grading scale to see what these numbers next to the prospects actually mean. The Atlanta Falcons had 9 selections in this year's draft, and 5 went to the defensive side of the ball, 4 went to the offensive side. When you look at Jalen Mayfield, the offensive tackle out of Michigan, and Drew Dalman out of Stanford, I thought they did a great job of building depth along that offensive line, just continue to get younger at certain positions with guys that have a pathway to start. Taquan Graham also provides some good depth on the defensive line at defensive tackle. So I thought overall addressing the point of attack was key for Atlanta. But what I really liked most about their draft, they did an outstanding job landing top-tier receiving options. You look at Kyle Pitts, my #1 flex tight end. This guy, if you like him at receiver, he's a guy that can remind you of Plaxico Burress. If you like him at tight end, he's Randy McMichael. Either way, he's one of the top weapons in this year's draft. And then landed my #1 inside wide receiver, Frank Darby, for a guy that is only 6'1", 200. He plays like he's 6'4", 225, runs really good routes, and has tremendous hands, so he's a first down waiting to happen. And I love how on defense they went all in on ball skills and versatility. You look at Richie Grant was my #1 strong safety, plays a lot like Brian Dawkins. He's someone that could help out in the alley, in the run game. He's physical in that regard, but also has a top-tier ball skills and instincts to trust on the back end. Darren Hall was my #2 combo safety, guy that can play anywhere in the secondary, both safety spots as well as in the slot as a corner, and he has the ball skills that you want. And don't sleep on Avery Williams' ability to play corner and also safety. Yes, he's a top-tier day one core special teamer as a returnman. However, when you look at him as a nickelback or even as a safety, he has the instincts, ball skills, and playmaking ability to turn the ball over. Atlanta had a really good undrafted rookie free agent haul. Now, a lot of these guys may not make the roster, but what they will do is make it very tough to keep them off the roster. You look at Alani Patutau out of Adams State. He's a strong pressure player that has great closing speed to the quarterback and ball carriers, showing good point of attack strength, able to hold his own at the line of scrimmage, setting a physical edge, and then being able to read and react and find the football. Javian Hawkins out of Louisville was a tremendous tailback for the Cardinals. Surprised he went undrafted. He was my #7 tailback. He shows the patience to press the hole before making a decision, and whether it's to keep it front side or cut it backside, his late declaration creates opportunities for him in the run game. He's subtle with his agility, able to get skinny and make defenders miss in tight spaces, and showing the ability to make moves consistently going downhill. And I think his vision is solid on the interior for a runner. He's able to see clearly through muddy areas and rarely takes a loss. J.R. Pace out of Northwestern at 6'1", 210 shows the ability to get excellent depth in his zone drops. He can really get from the slot to the middle of the field in an instant and has the ability to match up in the slot if need be. He has really strong ball skills to play the ball in the air and also attack it when it's thrown to a wide receiver. I think his hands are very active around the catch point. Inside linebacker Errol Thompson out of Mississippi State is a bully inside backer type that gets really good run fits and also has excellent contact power. If he fills a gap, consider it filled. He has above average footwork, and I really like how his feet are normally in lockstep with the running back. He sees what the running back sees and is able to adjust, get himself in position, and make the play. Felipe Franks has tremendous touch on his passes at all levels of the field. I think he really throws a catchable football. His accuracy is underrated, especially in the intermediate area of the field, and he has gotten better every season. I think he's cautiously aggressive in the sense that he'll throw for the sticks on third downs, showing a willingness to make a play and will stand tall in the pocket versus pressure. He gives the Falcons a clear pathway to the QB2 spot and upgrading that area on their roster. Zack Doll out of BYU is my #2 5-tech 4-eye defensive end. He does an excellent job of setting a physical edge, keeping and maintaining contained. He's very fundamentally sound in that aspect of his game. He has good functional strength, able to fight through blocks. Where the offensive lineman gets on him first, he'll fight through that block, maintain his contained responsibility, and then make the play. Another running back that I like that the Falcons were able to bring in as an undrafted free agent was Caleb Huntley out of Ball State at 5'10", 226 pounds. He's a powerful back with excellent burst. He attacks the line of scrimmage with aggression and is explosive enough to run through arm tackles. His pad level and leg drive helps him push the power and also slip those half-hearted tackle attempts from defenders. His footwork is functionally quick and he doesn't waste time dancing behind or at the line of scrimmage. He reminds me a lot of Peyton Barber. Keep an eye on Austin Trammell out of Rice at 5'10", 185. He's a dangerous run after the catch player that sees the entire field like a kickoff or punt returner. He is a top-notch broken field runner. I think he's a day one core special teamer that has great burst and shiftiness and does a great job with open grass. Whenever he's aligned inside, he's able to quickly uncover himself and get open. Dwayne Johnson Jr. out of San Diego State has a pretty fluid and smooth back pedal for a bigger defensive back. He's able to quickly gain the proper depth back deep while also showing comfortability in space in both as a split safety or as a single high safety. He's a powerful tackler that can even serve as a nickel linebacker as a pro player. I think he'll be a core special teams candidate from day one. And finally, Keon Smith out of Fayetteville State. He's 6'6", 295. He dominated his level of competition and then more than held his own at the 2021 Tropical Bowl and Hula Bowl. He has tremendous upside and is a lot like what they took 2 years ago in Matt Gano out of Wesley College, Division III program. This dude Smith has really good length and athleticism to match up as a pro. He knows how to effectively reach block and seal block in the outside zone game, so it'll be interesting to see how he continues to develop moving forward. I'm giving the Falcons an A+ for their draft. They landed 3 of my #1 prospects at positions. You look at #1 flex tight end in Kyle Pitts, #1 strong safety in Richie Grant, and #1 inside wide receiver in Frank Darby, plus my #2 combo safety in Darren Hall. So I think all the way around, they did a fantastic job building depth along the offensive line, getting elite playmakers on the perimeter, both offensively and defensively. And when you look at this impressive undrafted free agent haul, they were able to find the running back that they need in Javen Hawkins, while other tremendous playmakers that have a great chance to make the roster. So that's it for this edition of Football Game Plan Scout Team. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan. Also subscribe on iTunes to Football Game Plan Podcast and leave us a 5-star rating.